My parents left on a Friday afternoon, just after lunch. My mom stood in the doorway longer than she needed to, reminding me to lock the doors and text her if anything felt strange. My dad joked about frozen pizzas and said I'd be fine. They didn't hesitate. That was the point. I was old enough to stay home alone. I'd done it before. I liked it. The quiet felt earned. The first night passed without anything happening. I ate on the couch, watched TV too late, left the lights on in rooms I wasn't using, not because I was scared, just because no one was there to turn them off. Across the street was the neighbor's house, the one with the curtains always drawn, every window, every room, day and night. When I was younger, I told my parents I could hear screaming coming from inside. They stood on the porch with me listening. They didn't hear anything. Later, I started noticing shapes in the upstairs windows. Tall, thin shadows moving slowly behind the curtains. Once, I saw the outline of an old woman standing perfectly still, her head tilted toward the glass, like she was listening. When I blinked, the window went dark. I stopped telling anyone. The only person I ever actually saw was the man, stick thin, too tall, always smoking on the porch at night. The porch light stayed off, but the cigarette would flare every few minutes, briefly outlining him in orange. I never saw his face. Once, a few years ago, I said hello as I walked past in the dark. He didn't answer, didn't move. The cigarette kept burning. Saturday night, the house felt heavier, the kind of quiet that presses in on you. I waited too long to take the trash out. The backyard was dark, cold, still. The fence line disappeared into shadow. That's when I heard it. It was coming from the neighbor's yard. I stood there, the trash bags hanging from my hands. The fence between our properties was old, warped wooden planks, uneven gaps. I shouldn't have looked. I did anyway. At first, I thought I was staring into empty darkness. Then my eyes adjusted. Figures stood close together in the yard. Some upright, some crouched, some moving slowly along the ground, on their hands and knees. I couldn't make out faces, just the way they moved, overlapping, deliberate. Then every sound stopped, all at once. I ran. I knocked over the bins, slammed the back door, locked it, then the front. I turned off every light and backed away from the windows. The knock came first at the front door. I hid under my bed. Dust stuck to my palms. My heart felt too loud. I don't remember falling asleep. Morning light woke me on the floor. For a moment, everything felt normal. Then I remembered. The doors were still locked. Nothing was broken. I pulled back the curtain at the front window. The neighbor's curtains were open, all of them. The house was empty. The porch was bare. No chair, no cigarette butts. No sign anyone had ever lived there. A few days later, my parents mentioned that someone from the council had been inside the house. They said there had been writing on one of the walls. No one knew who left it there. It had already been painted over. Just 2 words. Don't follow.